Hello everyone, welcome back to Ferndene Tarot. I'm trying a little bit of a different setup this time, so we'll see how it goes. Today's video is all about messages that are meant for you, whether you know that's what you believe in is the universe, God, angels, your higher self, whatever that is, there is a message here for you. And I think 2020 was full of so much uncertainty that, you know, sometimes we look to the divine for answers, and for me that gave me a lot of clarity last year. So that's something I'm hoping this reading will be able to provide for you. So we've got 3 piles today. Take a minute to meditate, feel which pile you're more drawn to. We have pile number 1 here, pile number 2 here, and pile number 3 over here. So take a moment, you can pause the video if you want, decide which pile you want to go for, and timestamps will be down below. Hi group number 1s, so I've already pre-shuffled today. We're just starting with the classic Rider-Waite tarot deck. I just wanted to save a little bit of time and get straight into the reading. So let's see the messages that are coming through for you. Okay, so the first card we have is the Ace of Pentacles. Now, the Ace of Pentacles is the idea that some kind of offer is coming your way, or a resource is coming your way. It's kind of a good luck token, I always feel, the Ace of Pentacles. And with that, with it being the Suit of Pentacles, which we often associate with career or the material realm, I'm definitely getting the sense that this could potentially be to do with career, but not necessarily. It could just be something that will physically manifest in your world. So the first thing that's coming through is that idea that there's definitely something, a token or an opportunity or an offer coming your way. And I feel this may be coming through. I just kind of, this came to me now. It's something that you might miss or you might overlook. So the universe or spirit or God is wanting you to be aware of this, so you're looking out for it, and you won't overlook it, because it's very important that you grasp this opportunity. Okay, next card we have is the Two of Cups. Now, the Two of Cups is all about balance, about reciprocity, often associated with a romantic relationship. I'm getting the sense this is in a romantic sense as it's coming through, but obviously it's a general reading. If this is something that, if this resonates more with you, if it's a friendship or maybe a professional relationship, but there's definitely going to be a relationship that's coming through that's very balanced. And I'm getting the sense that you're a person who has a lot to give, and you have so much love to give to other people, and you never feel like that is reciprocated. But this message that's coming through is that there is a relationship coming into your life where that balance and reciprocity is going to manifest itself. Yeah, again, to do with balance, the Six of Pentacles, you know, the Six of Pentacles energy is, again, look, he's holding the scales in his hand. It's all about give and take and balance. And yeah, I'm getting the sense that this is something that actually maybe you've not had for a long time, maybe ever. And the sense of a balanced relationship is something that's really key in your life and something you've really strived for. This could be the offer that is coming your way, but it might not manifest itself in a way that you would expect. So you're being encouraged to, you know, be aware of it and look for this. The next card we have out, interesting, is the Ten of Wands. Now, the Ten of Wands, as you can kind of see from the graphic, is all to do with the idea of being burdened, probably overburdened. And, you know, if it is the case that you've never really had this balanced, you know, reciprocity. I'm feeling this in a romantic sense, but again, take it how it resonates. There is a relationship in your life that hasn't been balanced. It could be friendship, it could be family, it could be professional. I'm getting the sense of romantic, but take what resonates. But yeah, back to the Ten of Pentacles. I'm definitely getting the sense that you have been overburdened and you take on the weight of the world. Maybe you take on everyone else's problems. And actually you carry this around with you. I get the sense you're quite an emotional person, and, you know, other people's problems become your problems. And this is something that you've been carrying around for a while now. Right, Ace of Wands. I'm just going to see what the next couple of cards are to kind of see how to interpret this. Yeah. So following that 10 of Wands, we have the Ace of Wands, and we have the 8 of Cups. And I think I'm getting the sense that this burden is a relationship that maybe is already in your life, or a relationship you've experienced where you kind of took on someone else's problems, and you know, you gave everything to them, and it was almost like a weight that you were carrying. I'm going to move this down here, just so we've got plenty of room. And actually, it was everything you wanted. The Ace of Wands is about getting what you want, about, again, a very positive token, a good luck token, similar to the Ace of Pentacles. And I feel at the time this relationship was what you wanted. It was everything you wanted. But it's become a burden. And, you know, what Spirit or the universe or whatever wants you to know in the 8 of Cups is it's time to walk away and do what's right for you, a time of self-discovery. I think it's coming back to that kind of old adage of, you know, don't keep making the same mistake just because you spent, or don't stick with the mistake just because you spent a long time making it. Which I think is really, really key, you know, where it's fine to grow and move past things, and this is the time for you. It's the time to shed these old things to make way for this beautifully balanced relationship that is waiting in the wings. But you have to shed and rid yourself of this burden, of this weight. And it's fine to do that, you know. Things in our lives aren't meant to be with us forever, and that's a really kind of important, a really important life lesson to take with us. Okay, yeah, next we have the King of Cups. We'll see what else we've got. The 7 of Wands. Okay. And the Empress. Okay, so I'm definitely getting the sense with this King of Cups. Because I think with the 8 of Cups, there's this idea of self-discovery and working on you. And with that, you're going to be happy to kind of be emotionally vulnerable and let yourself be vulnerable and let yourself be out there. But that is only going to come from letting this thing go. And even if it is something that you wanted for a long time, maybe you still want it, but you know it's wrong. It's about having the courage to let things go, which, you know, it's so difficult to do sometimes, isn't it? But it's a really important thing to go on this journey of self-discovery, because actually getting rid of the bad, or not the bad, but getting rid of the things that no longer serve us makes way for the good that's coming. But that can only come if we make room for it, you know? So, yeah. I think that's the general idea. And in these last 2 cards, we have the 7 of Wands, and we finish on the Empress, which I think is such a kind of lovely energy to leave it on. So in the 7 of Wands, I see that, you know, it's this idea of moving forward moving forward regardless of obstacles. And I think that's what the real message that Spirit wants to convey to you now, is that there are obstacles in life, and they are things that you are going to have to navigate that aren't going to be nice. But this progress is so key to get the good. You know, this Ace of Pentacles, 2 of Cups energy that we're seeing at the start will only come through working through this stuff. And, you know, obstacles in life are kind of, you know, we need to find our way to work them, haven't we? And especially in 2020, we've seen that we have to move past things. We have to figure out alternative ways of doing things. And that's actually a really good skill. And when we finish with the Empress, so the Empress is an energy from the Major Arcana, which I think is such a lovely one to end on. Ruled by Venus. the Empress. So again, that idea of love, I definitely get the sense of this is leaning towards the romantic side of things, but again, not always. But the Empress is a very mother energy, a very healing energy. She kind of sits in her throne and looks at all she's created. And I feel like that's what's coming for you. You're going to look back and be so proud of yourself for all this progress that you've made. Sometimes the Empress is to do with fertility. So, you know, if anyone perhaps is trying to conceive or have a baby, that might resonate with you why the Empress has come out. But generally it's the idea of looking on what we've achieved and, you know, being proud of it, that healing, maternal, you know, very strong energy. And actually, even if we face difficult things in life, generally they always make us better, don't they? So yeah, I think, you know, there's a really key message there in auditing your life and you know, looking for this burden that you feel, that you take on other people's problems and letting it go to allow the beautiful things in life that are waiting for you, to allow them to come into your life. Right, let's shuffle a couple more decks and we'll get a little bit more guidance. So we'll do some oracle cards, so the Moonology deck. What messages are there for group number 1, please? What messages for group number 1? What messages for group number 1? What messages for group number 1? Hold your vision. What messages for group number 1? Oh. Confidence is your key to success. Let's start with these two because I think they're lovely. So I guess these are all kind of, both of these cards, we've got Hold Your Vision, which is the fixed moon, and we've got Confidence is your key to success, new moon in Leo. Yeah, I think it's the idea you just need to know your end goal, and letting things go can sometimes be hard, but know that that's the way through. Stick with it, even when things get difficult, when these obstacles come up, push through, because that is what you are meant to achieve and what you are meant to do. I'm just going to go for another couple of oracle cards just to finish us off. Are there any more messages for group number 1? Any more messages for group number 1? Any more messages for group number 1? Right, so feminine energy, so the lady or the goddess, and the scrying mirror, which is shadow. So if you were into your spirituality, I get the sense, you know, kind of linking into what we said, there's some shadow work to do here. You need to work through the darker sides of you, and push through that to you know, that's a really key thing that Spirit wants you to work on, and to embrace this feminine loving energy, which kind of links into the Empress. You know, there's definitely this kind of key idea of being proud of yourself and pushing through despite the hard times, and that's what Spirit is really keen for you to achieve here. Now I'm going to leave it there because I think that's a really clear message that the universe has for you, and I hope that resonated. Let me know down in the comments if it did. I'd love to hear, and hopefully I'll see you next week. Thanks everyone. Hello group number 2s. Lovely to be back and you know, sharing this reading with you today. I have pre-shuffled today just to save a little bit of time and just get straight into the reading. But you know, as always, you know, I'll read this as accurately and as perceptively as I can. So let's get going. So these are the messages that Spirit or the universe or God wants you to know. Okay, so we're starting with, just move that out of the way, it's just the deck. We're starting with the 8 of Swords. And the 8 of Swords, as you can probably tell by the graphic on the card there, it's an energy of being stuck and not knowing kind of which way to go, which option to take. And that indecision has blinded you almost to the options that are available to you. Yeah, there's a real sense of kind of being stuck. That's all that's coming to mind, that you've felt incredibly stuck in whatever it is you're doing. That could be a relationship, that could be a career, but some major aspect of your life, I think, has felt a little bit stagnant, and you haven't known how to escape that. Yeah, next up we have the Chariot in reverse. So the Chariot in the upright position is all about progress and moving through obstacles and you know, moving forward. But the fact it's in reverse, I'm getting the sense that you've just been stuck. You haven't known how to move forward. It's felt like there haven't been any options to move forward, which, considering the year we've just had, 2020, it's understandable, isn't it? And it's completely relevant, and I think a lot of people can probably relate to that feeling of feeling stuck, not knowing which way to go, and not feeling like you have freedom. Personally, I love to travel, and you know, that's obviously been something that's been incredibly restricted in the last year, and that's difficult. You know, it's a real sense of not having the freedom to do whatever it is that you want to do. Okay, so Page of Pentacles is our third card out. Now the Page of Pentacles is kind of like a token or an offer that's coming your way. And yeah, I think you can also read the Page of Pentacles as kind of a starting point. You're going to be given a starting point on something. And I feel like that's really key here. What Spirit wants you to know is it knows, or the universe knows, that you've been in this period where you felt incredibly stuck. But there's a starting point for something new here. There's going to be, this is going to come to an end. There's going to be a starting point of something new. Maybe a career, maybe a new relationship, maybe a new outlook, maybe even a new location. But there's a starting point here. Something new is beginning. Okay, and then we have the Hanged Man. Now the Hanged Man is telling me here that this new start is going to completely change your perspective on things. You might feel invigorated after this change and feel like you've been given a whole new life or a whole new opportunity. And you know, that is going to completely kind of turn your world upside down. It's something brand new that you are going to be able to really sink your teeth into. And you know, it might even challenge some deeply held values or beliefs that you hold. But it's really going to give you this new start that you've been craving. You've been craving an opportunity like this, and Spirit wants you to know that it's coming your way. Okay, and then we have the Queen of Pentacles. I love the Queen of Pentacles. I think it's such a lovely energy. So I get the sense with this new opportunity, with the Queen of Pentacles, there's got to be a chance to work really hard here and see kind of the fruits of your labour, see the end product of the work you've been putting in, which I'm getting the sense is something that you haven't experienced. You feel like you've maybe been putting the work into something and there's been no kind of end product or no reward. But the energy of the Queen of Pentacles is that lots grows around her. You know, she sees things growing and things developing and things creating. And she's very proud of her achievements, the Queen of Pentacles. So, you know, I think there's a sense whatever you're about to embark on, it's something that's going to make you feel really proud. And you're going to see the rewards of the hard work that you are putting in. Right, next. Nine of Cups. So the Nine of Cups is the idea of contentment, being happy, the sense of wishing for something. I feel like this that's coming is maybe something that you have wished for. And with the Hanged Man, I'm getting the sense it may not come in the way that you were thinking, but it is still coming, and that's really important for you to know. I think it is going to make you happy, but it might not be in the way that you thought it would be. Because there's the sense with the Nine of Cups of just wishing for something. You're happy, but you're wishing for something. So yeah, I feel like this, what Spirit potentially wants you to know is that this might not be something you've considered before, but it's going to be a really good thing for you. And then we have the Six of Swords. So linking into that, the Six of Swords is kind of the idea of moving away from something emotionally. Let me think about this. I think, because the Six of Swords can also be I think this is probably the way to read this, in that the Six of Swords is it can often be the idea of you not feeling at your best or feeling a little bit weak or fragile. And the fact that this is in reverse, I feel this new opportunity is going to make you feel incredibly strong. It's going to bring out the best in you, and you're going to know that. So even though this potentially isn't what you would have envisioned, it's going to be incredibly positive, as we've seen in the Nine of Cups. Okay, and then we have the Four of Cups in reverse. Now, the Four of Cups in its upright position is the idea of something being offered and someone is not being receptive to it. But the fact that it's in reverse makes me think that either you're going to be offered something and you're going to be very receptive to this. It might be something that sounds amazing and, you know, you're being encouraged to take that opportunity. Or maybe, you know, maybe this energy up here about a starting point and seeing the rewards is, you know, a new business opportunity or starting a business. And you're going to be offering this out to the world, and people are going to be receptive to whatever it is that you are offering. But there's definitely the sense here that something's going to be offered, and people, whether that is you personally or a wider community, are going to be receptive to what you have to offer. It's something that is needed, something that excites whoever is the receiver of this, and it's going to be received in a very positive manner. Okay, and the last card we have, interestingly, in group 1, we finished on a major arcana as well, and we are here as well, is the Judgment cards. The Judgment card is all about making decisions, and I feel to end the reading on this, you're going to know that this change that's coming into your life, although it might not be what you imagined, you're going to know that it was the right decision. You're going to know it was a good thing to do, and there's going to be some kind of sign or idea coming into your life that that tells you that, you know, confirms that you have made the right decision. The universe is always giving us little signs or ideas that we're on the right track, and you're going to get one of these loud and clear to show you that this is the right thing. So lots of exciting stuff in there. I think the kind of key message is this idea: the universe knows you're feeling a little bit stuck, and there is some kind of fresh start or a change coming your way. Okay, right, let's pull out some oracle cards and see if we can get any more messages through for you. So the first deck I am going to pull from is the lovely Moonology oracle cards. I love these cards. Right, so messages for group number 2. Messages for group number 2. Messages for group number 2. Adjustments are required to the third quarter moon. Don't let your past hold you back. Interesting. So what I can see straight away, this card, the third quarter moon, kind of backs up everything we've been saying. You need to make some adjustments in your life. This feeling of being stuck is not a good thing. It doesn't have to be permanent. You can move past this, but adjustments are required to get to this fresh start. Something is going to have to change, whether that's some relationships that you have, maybe it's a career change, maybe it's even changing location. But adjustments are going to be required. You're going to have to change something. And then we've got the South Node in Don't Let Your Past Hold You Back, which it's so much easier said than done, isn't it? That idea of not letting our past experiences frame our future experiences. But, you know, you have to move past this. Whatever has happened to make you feel stuck, don't let that be your future. There's this really amazing opportunity waiting for you on the other side of this, but you need to make these changes to push past it, and that's what the universe is really keen for you to be aware of. So very interesting. I'm gonna pull a couple more oracle cards, and then we'll get any final messages. So messages for group number 2. 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 Okay, so we got altar, dedication, and we've got the cloak, concealment. So there's some hard work to be done here. You need to be dedicated to whatever this is, to see these rewards, to see people being receptive. You know, you need to dedicate yourself to this, and I think that's a change that you'll be willing to make because you're so sick of this feeling of being stuck and being you know, feel like you're trapped almost. That dedication is something that you'll be happy to put in. And then we've got this card of concealment, which I think is really interesting. You're hiding something, or maybe you will be hiding something. Maybe, you know, because this fresh start isn't something that you were expecting, maybe you feel like you have to hide it. But I feel the message here is you don't have to hide this. Don't conceal this. It's something you should be proud of. And the more people you have on board on your journey, the more people fighting your corner and cheering you on, is going to make this all the more rewarding. So that is your reading today, group 2s. I hope that resonated in some way. Let me know down below if it did, and I will really look forward to seeing you next time. Bye. Hi group number 3s, lovely to see you. Do you know, whenever I do pick a card readings myself on YouTube, group number 3 is often the one I go for. I love the number 3. So hello kindred spirits. Just so you know, I have pre-shuffled today just to speed things up, make this a bit quicker so we can just get straight to the reading, and kind of get the full picture straight away. But as always, I'll read as accurately and perceptively as I can for you. So let's see what came up for you. So these are messages that the universe wants you to know. And I think the universe can be embodied in lots of different guises, can't it? Whether we call it spirit or God or our higher selves. So however, you know, whatever resonates with you, it's a message from whatever higher being you identify kind of with. So let's see what's coming out of your reading. Okay, so we start with the Five of Pentacles in reverse. And now if the Five of Pentacles was upright, as so, it would be the feeling of being an outsider, being left out in the cold. But the fact that it's upright, I feel like you're very happy. You're maybe within a group or a team that are very tight-knit. You feel very happy within this team. You feel very at home. You feel like you belong here, which obviously is wonderful. Okay, and then we have the High Priestess in reverse. So when the High Priestess is in the upright, it's all about kind of our intuition and trusting our gut and being able to figure people out. But the fact that she's in reverse, it's suggesting to me that your intuition or your gut is a little bit off on something. Maybe about this situation. Something isn't quite right. You haven't picked up on something, or you're getting the wrong impression on something, and the universe wants you to know that something's going on here that you're not picking up on, or you're picking up on in the wrong way. Interesting. So, and then we have the Seven of Swords. And the Seven of Swords, I think one of the most horrible cards in the whole tarot, not in like a really profound way, but the Seven of Swords is all about lies, deceit, betrayal. So these three cards together, I'm getting the sense that within this group that you feel so comfortable within, this could have already happened actually. Perhaps there was a group you were very comfortable with, or there's a group you are, and there's someone in there who's betraying you in some way, who's lying to you, who's being very deceitful, and that's not something that you've picked up on. And again, I'm getting the sense that you're a very open and trusting person, you know, and this would have never been what you would have expected of this person. It's a person who's quite close to you, who you wouldn't have expected them to do this to you. So why would you ever think that this person was going to lie or betray you? You know, you've never had any reason to not trust them. So yeah, I think the universe wants you to either know and be aware of this so you can hopefully catch this person, or the universe wants you to know that it knows that you've gone through this pain. We'll see what comes out in the following cards. Okay, so we've got the Three of Pentacles. I'm going to get the rest of the cards out here just to see if this can give us a better picture. Queen of Swords, okay. Two of Pentacles in reverse, and the Page of Cups upright. Okay. So when we look at the Three of Pentacles, it's the idea of hard work, of collaboration, of teamwork. So I get the sense that you've been working really hard on something with someone else, that there's been a real kind of partnership here, a real team effort. You know, there's something that you've achieved or you're going to achieve that that's required a lot of hard work, and it's something that I'm getting the sense you should be really proud of. And with this kind of Two of Pentacles energy in reverse, Two of Pentacles upright is all about kind of balancing and juggling things. So I'm getting the sense with it in the reverse, there's one thing here you should be focusing on, maybe one task, one relationship. There's something singular that you should be focusing on. Now is not the time to be shuffling things, to be juggling things, to try and have your plate full of lots of different things. It's a time to focus on one thing and see the results in it. I think this Queen of Swords energy is a really interesting one. Now, the Queen of Swords is an energy that I always associate with clarity and communication. You know, telling someone or communicating with someone effectively. The Queen of Swords is very good at kind of cutting people out of her life who she needs to. I'm getting the sense there's a decision to be made for you, and the universe wants you to know that there's a decision on the horizon that needs to be made. Perhaps about this person who's betrayed you. You need to decide if you're going to cut them out, and I'm getting the sense that you maybe should. If they've lied to you and betrayed you, and I think I'm getting the sense you'll probably feel a little bit silly with this High Priestess in reverse. In this idea of, I should have seen it coming, I should have noticed some signs, or whatever it is. Sorry, that was my chair. I should have seen some signs of this. But that isn't the case at all. You know, people who are good at lying and very deceitful, often they're very good at covering up, so we don't see it. And I think Spirit wants you to know you shouldn't feel stupid about this. You did nothing wrong here. I'm getting that's coming through, that you did nothing wrong. But there's a time now for hard work and collaboration, and focus on this hard work and collaboration. I'm sensing something to do with career, with it being the Three of Pentacles. There's a time here for focusing on much more positive things. Don't let the lies and deceit change who you are, because I get the sense you're a great person, and the universe doesn't want you to lose that because of the way some people have acted. And you know, there's nothing wrong with cutting people out of your lives, or cutting things out of your life that no longer serve you. Sometimes that's really, really important. You can't, I have a saying I say to my friends, and it's that you can't water the garden from an empty cup. You know, you can't make other things better if you're not at your best. And sometimes that takes us, you know, not spreading ourselves too thinly and removing things from our life. Which can be really difficult. But I love the fact that we finish on the Page of Cups, because to me, the Page of Cups is just a good luck offering. Good luck is on the way. That's what the universe is saying. And I think the thing with the Page of Cups, it's often something that's already in your life. So maybe even if that's an opportunity, it might come from someone you already know. Maybe a relationship with someone who you've never even thought of, and then suddenly you have that moment where you're like, oh wait, they're really cool. But yeah, there's definitely, I know there's quite a lot of heavy energy kind of at the start of this reading, but the universe wants you to know that good things are on the way. And I love the energy of the Page of Cups. It's fun, it's youthful, it's, you know, the kind of joy and freedom that comes with new beginnings. So you're encouraged to focus on the good. And you know, we'll always have these people in our lives who are going to lie and betray us. That's not a reflection on us, and I think that's really key. Right, let's get some oracle cards to see, to you know, get any more messages, see if there's anything else to say. So we're just using the lovely Moonology oracle cards. I love these ones. I think they give lovely succinct messages. So let's see what they have to say. Right, messages for group number 3, please. Messages for group number 3. Oh. So we've got a waxing moon. The energy is gaining momentum. Messages for number 2. A new start is coming, new moon. So, yeah, I think this energy is gaining momentum. You know, things are only going to get better. If you have been lied and betrayed, the positives are going to come. You're going to get to this point where you can leave that behind and move on to this very positive good luck offering that's coming. And like it says, a new start is coming. You're able to leave these things behind. Life is a series of chapters, isn't it? And just because one bad thing happens, it doesn't mean it's the end of everything. There's always fresh starts and new beginnings to come. Right, let's shuffle another oracle deck. We'll get a couple more messages if and see what Spirit wants you to know. So, messages for number 3. Messages for number 3. Okay, so we've got a familiar guardian. Messages for group number 3. Messages for group number 3. Messages for group 3. Oh, we've got another 2 that's come out there. Concealment and imagination. Interesting. So I think here with guardian and concealment, I think often when we've been hurt, we sometimes have an energy to cut ourselves off and hide ourselves away, don't we? We don't want to trust anyone ever again, because if someone who was close to us could do that to us, then what hope is there? You feel like you've got everything so wrong. I have experienced that. I know what it's like. But I think this is encouraging you to look for your guardians. Look for the people around you who are looking out for you, because they are there. This could also be referring to your guardian angels, and just Spirit letting you know that your guardian angels are watching over you. This all has a purpose. Even if you are hurt, you know, your guardian angels are still there. And then the air card, the idea of imagination, which I love. You know, I get the sense of like manifesting, like visualize what you want, and it will come to you. Don't let these negative experiences. This is kind of the key message of this reading, I feel. Don't let the negative experiences shape all your experiences. Really positive things and good things are coming past this negative experience of lies and betrayal. Positive things are coming, which is lovely. And you know, 2021, that's what we need. I think we need some positivity, don't we? Right, group number 3s, I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. I hope that resonated in some way. Let me know down below if it did, and I will hopefully look forward to seeing you next week. Thanks everyone.